slide to the stove. Locking eyes at the door, cause you ain't messing with no amateur. And I ain't tryna handle you, but when I'm walking out, I'm always checking for the camera. Cause paparazzi, they be taking them flicks.
And PJ Washington wouldn't be too bad. Mellow definitely wouldn't be too bad. But I want to see if there's a cheaper Mellow out there. Does he have a dark matter yet or no? No, probably not. I know he has an invincible, but how about we just find out? What's the cheapest I can get him for? How about that? Alright, we got a Mellow on the way. Okay, well, I don't want to see the maximum buyout or nothing. I just figured I'd look. Oh, anything like that would be a steal. Cape upon his shoulders with the mic Prince pulled about the holster. Same tree it represent blackness from the passage. The past is alive and well, surprising like magic. The ultimate is classic. Now I ain't reinvent the wheel. I simply put some spinners on it and begin to peel. So many layers to my people, but we tend to feel as though the media presents us like we sent. And it's tragic. We the fabric of any field. We make a static. I used to have Kyrie on my squad. That pink diamond Kyrie. His jumper's just too slow. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the only reason why I got rid of him. His jumper was just too slow. So we get our ooh. AD would be dope. James Harden would be too. I get it. He's just a pink diamond, but he would be dope. I don't care what anybody says. That pink diamond Wemby would be pretty dope too. Mellow. Of course, I would love an Ant, but you know, I'm not gonna get an Ant. Brian, pink diamond Brian would be pretty dope. Draymond Green would be dope too. You know, have him run the PG potentially. I guess I could get an Ant, but nah, he's not really worth it at that point. James Wiseman. Let's do James Harden. Okay, so he has a Galaxy Opal, but like, what's his Galaxy Opal? 990. Would it really be worth getting this Galaxy Opal though? Is my question. When I can easily just get this one for 5K, you know? See how cheap I can possibly get him. So about 3,500 maybe. No. Got me James Harden too though. Okay, so now what next? He's gonna run my shooting guard, maybe point guard, maybe point guard. I'm gonna get this team to get the squad. Ooh, Steph. Luka just isn't worth it just because of how slow his jumper is too, but Melo might be dope. Thought that was Bobo. I was about to stop and probably get him. I ain't gonna lie. Magic, he's tall. He's a tall PG, but you know, I don't know if he'd be worth it. John Morant, he'd be dope. Play for a pick and pop. I don't know. I feel like we already got all our guards all good. Scotty Barnes for his defensive purposes, maybe. We do need a PG, but I think we just got one. And Shay's gonna run the 2 for us. We could always get better, you know. Yeah, that Tyrese is gonna be pretty dope. I feel like if you know his release is gonna be cool, but if you don't, then you're probably cut. Wait, don't I have a James Harden too? We got a Galaxy Opal, Melo, and a Pink Diamond James. So he can go back to the point guard, and then James gonna run the 2 guard. So yeah, we can still upgrade the point guard, but what do we need the most? That was my question. Ratings wise, it's point guard or center. Probably center though. Center, power, really anything other than small forward. He's gonna move down to the bench, and he's going to replace Contagious. James Harden is going to be in the starting lineup. He's going to replace Jalen Brunson. So this is what the bench is going to look like. So yeah, center, power forward. I know there's money to make. Thought I was catching my break. Still at my job every day. Can't put your pride in the bank. Josh Hart, the center, is actually some crazy work. I don't know though. Maybe not necessarily. Wemby would be pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Miles Turner might be even better though. This what he said. You might not wake up if you snooze it again. You can't let a new ever get to your head. Dress for the camera again. Funny how you look the best when you at the top. Funny how you look the same when you die. Respect the dead, they gon' ask me, but you can't see Gucci shoes in it. There's gotta be better ways to lengthen my resume. I wish I could get away. I might just try today. You know, I ain't gonna lie to. I'm about to just go straight to MyGM, and we about to start that up. Ranked or unranked, that was the question. Never expected a medal for doing my job. You never need a receipt when you we're gonna do unranked, and we're gonna do medium. My blood and my sweat is a sign. My OG would pull me aside and tell me it's due you died. I got back pain, I got we're gonna randomize this, okay guys? Close my eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let go. Alright, you know what? Now we're randomized 1, 2, 3. Oh, this isn't good. It's not good at all. Hornets, and he wants us to compete. Got a great reputation, but I want to know a bit more how you'll lead the organization. If you had to sum up the key to management in a word or phrase, what would it be? Insight. That gives you the trade finder. I'm not worried about anything else. The only dude I'm not going to trade is LaMelo. Like, if they say trade LaMelo, I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen. Clear up some cap? Let's do that. Quan or for some assets? Okay, cool. More draft picks for the upcoming draft. We test from Melo. Let's see Melo. The winner has to be this season. A few years? Cool, let's do it. New test from CFO? We ain't gonna win this year. No way. Five-game win streak, that might be a little tough. So, trade Daquan? Isn't he like one of our lowest?
raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In it, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they
Well, let's trade him for Terrence Davis just because, you know, they want us to trade him. Now we're going to lose that game, but let's do this one to improve injuries. And I wish I could play that Rockets game, but yeah, oh, we lost by 1-1. That actually kind of sucks. Now we have some new tasks. Again, of course. That's just perfect, isn't it? So let's just hope that we win some games. America's just not pulling their weight. I forgot we even had him on the team. I'll trade him away. Gladly. I have no attachment to him whatsoever. What about that head scout? We need to trade Nurkic, so I need to remember that. Top 15 teams? Probably not. Expressed out. We're not going to be the top 15 teams in the league. Team isn't getting well. We need to improve team chemistry. Maybe. I don't know if I'd be able to do that or not. One against the Heat. Jimmy. Without Jimmy. May add. Who did what? Melo 37. Brandon Miller 31. Miles. Okay, so pretty decent. My question is, how is he not playing his own way? Like, he's doing pretty decently. Whatever, though. He's doing more like Grant Williams. But it's Grant Williams. Yeah, he's not playing him in the minute, so. New test from CFO. Let's see this. I promise to play some games, though. Maybe. Fan interest is low. I can easily just sign like a really old free agent, I think, for that. Fan interest. Okay, let's 10 this real quick. Like I said, I'm gonna try to Charlotte Hornets. You see, I hate it when they ask us this question because it's not really gonna. You see, like, it's not gonna. Comments, driver. See if they're still good. Okay, so what? 24. Of course, you should be averaging. Yeah, just about what I expected. 21. I think I might play this game after I trade Nurkic because you see, like, they want me to trade Nurkic. So let's just do it, you know, let's not make no. Okay, so. Lottery protected. I feel like I'd rather get like a Dayron Sharp or something, you know, like a good rebound. But we also have this do that. We can probably get some minutes, you know. Let's just trade for that first, you know. And we get rid of some cap. So let's just do that. Get rid of Nurkic. Yep, let's do it. This we're going to special facility. Trade offer from Spurs. Can't wait to see this. Mark Williams, Seth Curry for. No. Now I can play this game. What's all the song now? Because I don't know what song. Settings. Pro. Absolutely not. Hall of Fame. 12 minutes fatigue is going to be on. What about? I might have to go back onto the coach settings. Yeah, I have to exit real quick and go into coach settings so I can have him put in subs automatically. I could have just kept fatigue off, but I want to make it somewhat realistic. Coach settings. I don't know. Fatigue. Let's do team communication on. Show up. Alright, yep. Let's go back into it. Right back into it. So we're good, we're straight. Now we're gonna play this game, right? Okay, so yeah, I can't take a look at the roster. Okay, so cool. Melo, Brandon, okay, I feel like I could really change this up a little bit. Brandon Melo can go right there. Nick Smith, or, okay, I feel like we should do. We have 17 players. Seth Curry wouldn't be too bad just for shooting purposes if that's what we want, but I want Trey Man in here, and then we're gonna have him. 26, yeah. I'm gonna give him some minutes too, you know. He's one of our young pieces. AJ, okay, yep. See, yeah, we're good. I feel like this is pretty good. We're gonna give, yeah, something like this. Let's do it. What about these jerseys? I feel like there's at least gotta be some dope jerseys here, right? Probably the Bobcats one. I mean, I don't know. There might be some cool Bobcat jerseys out there, but I don't think so. I mean, there's one I thought was pretty nice. I wouldn't mind this one for real. Let's do it. Melo, Trey Man, Brennan Miller, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams, Nick Smith off the bench. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Bench is better than ours. Their start line is better than ours. We have no business winning this, but it's okay. I like these matchups.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Bet. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup
on our team too.
The guard set is Quickly and Barrett. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. And it's Ingram, and it's the three. And for Charlotte, up at forward, it's Miller and Bridges. Trey Man is out there with LaMelo Ball, and it's Williams at the 5 down low. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up. So we should be in for a fun one.
Offensive rebound. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets.
See, you done messed up.
Ball knows exactly how to work the angle. He gets the ball to a wide open shooter just about every time.
Probably shouldn't have put this on.
Here's the Raptors with the ball.
Somehow, I think. You got that.
Barrett with another miss.
Another rebound. All right, cool. Slow it down.
I now send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee and their focus on defense. Brandon Ingram. Coach told me Brandon presents unique problems. It's a skill and size combination. You just don't see it too often.
I don't like this.
Anytime Ingram touches the ball, everyone will be focused on stopping it. Should be a good one.
Whatever, it's okay.
Thanks, David.
I won't be worried about shooting.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them.
There we go. There we go, Brandon.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Quickly against Ball. Barrett wide open. He fires. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's man. Barrett covering.
This possession.
Here's Bridges.
Oh,
Toronto
I did not expect that to
miss. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And they won a season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
We got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Here's Ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Kept alive. Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
Here's Bridges.
Bridges, okay.
One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Man with it. Arms on him.
Oh, I forgot how.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Barnes looking around.
I don't like this.
Pass to Purdy.
Back up.
Played in with a nice touch off the
That's why I didn't like it.
Hey,
Right.
when Purtle gets rocked deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Man can't hit.
Him to do
Raptors with the lead. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. The shot misses. Nice D from Williams. Here's Ball. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger and really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now here's Ingram.
Here's
quickly. Out to Barrett.
That's not his. That's not his game.
Toronto.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold.
I hate it when it don't do the hop step like I
and
want
it's
it to.
Barnes with the ball for Toronto. They trail by 1. Quickly against Ball. And Pirtle has it in the corner. Ingram wide open. Hangs on the trifecta. Ingram's got 5 now.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Now, here's Ball. 37 points in the win against Miami.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
Here's quickly following the basket by LaMelo Ball.
No, you didn't
On
need
the
to do
defense
that.
of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Making it
but
look
it's all good.
Send this guy to the strike. He's going to cash in
I
more
wish I
than
could
not.
act like I meant to do it.
The flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force. Throw
Oh, why
that.
did you jump? Why did you
Now
jump?
here's
Why did you
Barnes.
jump?
Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on
even blocked the
the
shot.
way down.
Ball against quickly.
That's his game. No, that's Melo's
Pretty
game.
smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the center a little bit.
Toronto's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Quickly looking it over. The pass to Purdy.
Mark, come on, Mark. Hold on, Mark. Hold on, Mark.
Rebound by Williams.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Man with it. Garrett covering. And yes, it's good.
Wow.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them play with the jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's quickly.
Martin.
Williams with the block. Fast break now for Charlotte. Miller finds Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Ball, the pass to Man. Ball against Quickly. And that one goes long.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Charlotte in the lead. Bridges passes to Williams. Floats it up for Williams. Hammers the alley-oop
I was really hoping that they would guard him so that I could have a little bit more space
in those situations. Great execution.
And the Raptors call time here. Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball. And the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Pass to Mobo. Here's Walter, defended by Man. Clock at 4. Here's Boucher. Out to the right wing. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball.
Come on. That's his third foul on the game.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already. And now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
Pass to Shed.
That is his game.
Shot clock at 2, and that one clearly a foul.
Challenge it. That did not look like a foul.
Has been triggered on the personal
whatever.
foul call.
And this is the time
It didn't look like a foul.
officials can
Looks like he just jumped up and said that.
constitute the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Raptors trail by 5.
This
is his first free throw on the game.
15 foul.
The first free throw is good. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Fires from 14, and a kind ball that time off.
Wow, Melo, are you going to take that?
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup.
Melo like that, though.
Be assuming wrong.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
For the 3. That's another one for him.
There we go.
5th in just 7 shots.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Shed.
No, absolutely not.
LaMelo Ball picks one up. And a chance to catch up on
y'all gotta take a rest. Coach,
they've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Yeah.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Number 1, the Raptors.
They love to run. I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Here's Walter. He had 10 points in the win against Denver.
Back off here. No, back off. Please back off.
In the corner, it's Boucher. 5 on the clock. Here's Abaji. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Mann passes to Bridges. Miller kicks to Ball. Over Boucher. Here's Williams, and there's the bucket. Stay with it.
Really feel like he should
have getting it done. Williams has got 10 points in the game. Raptors trail by 9. Knocks it loose. Bridges with the steal. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb.
Wow. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Ball. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 13.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Shed.
Put your hands up. No contact. Put your hands up.
Here's Abaji. Covered by Miller. 6 on the shot clock. To end the run.
Hands up. Hands up. That's it, see?
Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Here's Shed. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Passes to Boucher. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Miller.
Oh,
falls. Nice feed that time for Ball.
I might have had time to press him.
In his bag there. Miller with the incredible crossover.
Raptors trail by 18. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Walter. Here's Shed.
No, because you got one of free throws and you ain't making it. It's going to stay that way.
Here's Abaji. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mann with it. Lets the 3 fly, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Hornets lead by 16. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that...
And if y'all really don't believe me that it's on a Hall of Fame, here it is.
Changes here in the second. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
So on the floor for Toronto to start the second quarter. The guard set is Quickly and Barrett. Scotty Barnes is out there with Ingram. And it's Mobo in at the 5 spot.
Oh, we ain't on that, though.
He makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Deep 2 from Ball. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Quickly the pass to Ingram. Got that one. Ingram's got 9.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. And it's in there.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Hey, look at Hurdle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
Wow.
Pass to Barnes.
Yep.
Here's quickly. He's covered by Ball. And the call is going to be yes. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Memphis. They've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that their confidence is growing.
You know, that's a set that's comfortable for Bridges. I mean, he's got a good feel for the pick and roll, either as a creator or as a finisher.
Raptors trail by 12. Quickly with it. Bridges covered.
See,
and there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Still play defense.
Here in the 2nd quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Outstanding contest that time. Miller doing a good job defending without foul.
And there's the whistle on the shot. He took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shots good by
I knew that was good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for.
Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball.
See, I'll make y'all pay. Train up here. Try to go for the inbound still. See? No. Don't the foul. You might have ones like that. Ingram low-key probably wouldn't be a bad option for us. So if we're trying to compete in the next
onside, Barrett. Passes it to Barnes.
We have to give up way too much.
You know, as a defender, Bridges is pretty intimidating. I mean, he does a good job of working at keeping you smothered up.
Quickly against Ball. Bridges left side.
It's going to be the only time that we don't get a shot.
5 to shoot. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And looking at some numbers for Pirtle. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 8 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Now, here's Barrett. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Denver.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean,
my bad. I might have been disrespectful.
On time and on target.
My fault, bro.
This is something Barnes needs to keep working on. When he's hitting from 3, this guy is almost unguardable.
Nice ball movement, guys.
On the wing, Miller. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Mann. And Pirtle pulls it down.
About like the best shot we
so for the Hornets, their last game, a win against Miami.
Good defense. It helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
I knew I shouldn't have jumped with him. I knew I shouldn't have jumped with him.
And the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul call on the Charlotte Hornets. Raptors have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
The Raptors making a switch here. Watson's checked in. Now, here's Bridges. He had 25 points in the win against Miami.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Here is Miller. It's a 13-point game, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Miller's got 12 in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Now here's Ingram. 11 points in the game. No good with the elbow jumper.
I'd love to see them expose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. It's always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T.
On your head. On your
perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
And stolen by Miller. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Raptors trail by 20.
I should have taken my time. Okay, no.
He did. Williams with the block.
He should have known that to take that shot.
Ball against Ingram. Man passes to Bridges. Outside ball. Bridges outside. And it's the Hornets another three.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane.
They're really going to wait until he fouls out.
Can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
I feel like we do.
They were in the top 10 in steals. It was one of those things we always heard about last season. Get a little sloppy with the ball, and they will make you pay.
And with the #1 ranking in fast break points last season, GA, I don't think you'd get an argument that they were the most entertaining team in the entire league. Here's Abaji. Here's Lawson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Outside ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
A lot of different ways to knock down shots, and Ball's form is certainly unorthodox, but it works for him, and he's got a really quick release that allows him to get it off.
Here's Shed. He had a 15-point outing in their last game.
I was just about to say, if they really would have called that, you know.
Against Denver.
That would have been
And a
bad.
chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
Williams gets the bucket.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Hornets leading by 23. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And stolen by Miller. Kicks it to Ball. It's Williams, high post. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 6. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Ball's got 19 points.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
And we all know miscues can really be game-changing. Pretty much the most damaging play you can make is giving the ball to the other team without your defense being set.
And every miss finds its way to his hand. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Here's Walter. Pass to Shed.
You don't got the range like that. You do not have
Pass
the
to
range.
Lawson.
No range like that. Chris Boucher kind of got that range though.
The Raptors need to get a shot off. Boucher's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Walter.
Get up the team playing good defensive amount. They're tired.
Lawson outside. Pass to Walter. Here's Shed, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
They've got a lot of ground to make up, and it's hard to do if you continue to struggle offensively.
That's 11 points for the other team off turnovers. That's a real hard thing to overcome.
2 minutes.
Here's Walter. Williams with the block. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
Okay, though, I think I should turn the slider. If I get it, it's already on the harder difficulty in the game.
This one. An even 3-on-3 break. And it's
not even enough. Bridges
yes, sir. Bridges really asserting himself on offense. And when he's rolling like that, it gets his whole team fired up.
Melo has 19 numbers. Melo's a super.
Here's Walter. Defended by man. Walter can't get it to go. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. 1:19 left in the first half. He kicks it to Miller. The second chance effort on the wing, man. A three-pointer off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Over to the left wing. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. The 19-footer is on the money.
And just a step ahead of the D. And
my bad.
That possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Charlotte has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's man.
That is definitely.
They get it back. Williams. The shot off that time.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Actually, no. This is probably the matchup.
And the pass to Boucher. Out to the wing for 3. And that one's good. Abaji's got 5 now.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Miller should be able to get open.
Here's Miller.
Assuming, right?
He had 31 points in the win against Miami.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Here's Abaji.
Nope, that's no good.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in complete command.
He would have made that.
The Raptors, 48.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I don't know.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your view?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game.
And that'll do it for...
I really don't care about the halftime show.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, guys? Miles Bridges, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Up it forward, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Trey Mann.
There we go.
So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it in ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Here's Quickly.
Oh, I was scared to jump on that. Oh, anyways,
he has 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Outside, Barrett. Ball's knocked loose.
We out. See?
To the middle. Here's Miller.
Easy
Miller with the jam.
Easy money.
Mellow, but
just generates offense.
He's open.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
Take the guaranteed points.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. That one misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend.
Miller dishes to Bridges. Williams kicks the ball.
We could switch we won on here. We should be good.
To the paint.
We really didn't because, apparently Miles was the one that was
break.
in it.
Here come the Raptors. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Nice instincts there defensively. Great to see Barnes getting after it like this.
Hornets have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Pop that for him. See if I can get a better look
Here's
here.
Mann. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Can't get the layup.
Yeah.
Charlotte's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight. Nailed 5 of them. Mann finds Williams.
Melo should be open.
And here is Ball. He's got 21. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
The communication between teammates on that alley-oop.
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Simply to Simeon.
The
Like I
basket
said, I
counts
don't
and
want
one.
to see
They'll
that.
go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one. Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy
Brandon
and
Ingram.
light, but his strength is deceptive.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
I'm going to play too well in this game anyways.
Loads it up for Williams. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And the Raptors call time here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
The defense, all right, with the
Hornets have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. Had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Man can't hit. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors.
Up by exactly 30 again.
A fader. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Missed that rebound.
Bridges got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Left side, ball. No good. Shot missing. Out to Ingram. Barnes outside.
Could be way better.
He's off on that one. Good D by Miller. Charlotte's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Man. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Scotty Barnes picks one up. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Hornets?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And the Raptors making a change here. Lawson's checked in. The offensive rebound, Pirtle. And the rebound paid off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
And I guess not. Whatever. We shouldn't win this by a lot, right? Oh, wow. They actually almost came back. That was kind of scary. All right. Well, y'all, I'm going to start the stream back up once I'm done. Start right